Raider Nation, what is the deal, man? Once again, you're back for another live Thursday episode of the Raider Rundown. But hold on, we're going to have to do this a little different because now on Thursdays, I'm going to be joined by the OG, the GOAT, right? My man, Turf 32. We're going to be joined by Turf every Thursday, man. He going to pop in, man. And he going to be the little co-host for today's show, man. So how you doing, man?
Yes, sir. Thank you, boss. I appreciate that awesome and inviting invite. And I'm excited to be with the Raider Rundown, man. I really respect your views and your opinions on the way things go for us. And I think we got a lot to discuss, man.
We definitely do. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get this intro started and let's get this show cracking.
As a young guy, I had a dream that someday I would build the finest organization in professional sports.
Yes, sir. So we back on another live Thursday episode. Look, I'm looking at my goddamn introduction, and I gotta change it because McDaniels is in it. It's like he got fired so impromptu. I'm like, goddamn, I didn't even have a chance to change none of my graphics. So I didn't get you on the show right when McDaniels got fired. I haven't gotten your full array of take, right? So what is your thoughts, brother? Like, what do you think about the whole McDaniels fire and all that?
Christmas came early. Let me tell y'all, I don't know how. I woke up at like 4:00 in the morning for some strange reason and saw my phone just lit up.
Something told you.
Something told me something was going on. I decided to take a peek, something I normally never do. I saw it. And I saw one message. My guy Bill, shout out Bill. We did it. That's what I saw. And as soon as I saw that, I knew it. I knew what he was talking about. And I'm telling y'all, I'm sorry. I couldn't be more ecstatic. I get it. I get a lot of people's opinions and perspectives when it comes to, they're tired of the same old same, right? A coach every 2 years, right? Let a guy get his plan, all that good stuff. But there's a difference between doing that the right way and doing that the wrong way. And there's no question that Josh McDaniels was doing this the wrong way, running all of the wrong people off. And enough was enough. It didn't take a rocket scientist to know that, not only is your alumni, ashamed of what's going on, the fans are living. And enough is enough. So I was more than excited. More than excited. This dude getting fired.
Hey,
more happy. I couldn't be more happy.
I feel it. Before we keep going, man, salute everybody in the chat. Salute my man Randy. Salute my man Sam. Anthony, you're a fool. You're a fucking fool. All right, that is hilarious. But yeah, man. I mean, as soon as he got fired, right, I was going crazy. But then when we hired that interim head coach, I immediately said, "Oh, I got to get my man's turf. I got to get my man turf on this." Because immediately when we hired him, I was like, I don't know nothing about this dude. But then I was like, wait, that's what we wanted. We wanted somebody we had no idea who it was. You know what I mean? And majority of us did. Like I said, I didn't know nothing about him. So the press introductory conference yesterday, everything I'm hearing now and researching, I'm like, okay, the more I research, the more he talks. I'm like, bro, I want him to get this job. So what do you think about the interim now? Shout out my man AR.
Exactly. So for me, I know exactly who AP is, right? I mean, I'm 48 years old. This is my era. I remember watching him play like it was yesterday.
Crazy.
He is the type of guy that you want. And see, that's the thing. What I love is exactly what you just said. You're right. We don't really know about him. Nobody does. He's never had a position. This is perfect for me for a lot of reasons. For a fact, we already know he can touch the players. He was a player himself,
Immediately.
not only just a player, a passionate player, a captain, right, and a leader on a Super Bowl team. You know, he's already said all the right things, but he actually means them. And we know that it's coming from someone that has gotten to the mountaintop.
Yeah.
And I don't see how you can't be excited about it. You know, there's been a whole lot of controversy, if you will, when it comes to people trying to discuss why he got the job over Graham. And that's kind of telling, right? If your DC isn't the next man up in line for the position. And I agree to disagree with that whole theory.
Yeah, me too. I have my thoughts on that as well, but go ahead. You know.
Yeah, but my thing is, look, man, that's irrelevant. That is totally irrelevant. Nobody cares at the fact that because he was the next man up based on hierarchy. That has nothing to do with it. The team spoke. I mean, it was obvious the team spoke who they wanted. And Patrick Graham would have been a fool to try to, defend or take his rightful place, if you will, based on the theory of these people believing that the either OC or DC should have been the next man up. I disagree. I think the next man up is exactly who it was supposed to be. He's going to get his audition. I think the players are going to respond. And it's going to be one of those responses where, you know what, even if we lose, it's going to be respectable and people are going to be able to hold their heads up high. And that's between what we've been dealing with recently and what we're about to deal with in this near future here.
Yep, and you completely correct. And I'm gonna touch on that a little bit too. I'm glad you brought that up. You know, if anybody is still talking about, oh, it should have been Patrick Graham, whatever. Listen, Mark Davis finally smartened up because he realized it don't have to take the greatest football mind, quote unquote, on earth to be able to do a head coaching job, bro. Really, a head coach his strongest suit must be how to manage people. That is a head coach's strongest suit. It must be, because if it's not, then he don't know how to manage 53 other personalities, bro. He can't just say, I only fuck with Devontae Adams, I only fuck with Max Crosby and Joe Blow, whoever came in here, and I don't give a damn about you. That's not what a head coach does, bro. This is the type of guy that can, like he said in his own presser, he can walk into any meeting. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't got to be the genius of the meeting, but he can walk into any meeting, knows what's going on, knows how to communicate, and then dip out and really oversee everybody while allowing Patrick Graham. Why the hell would you take Patrick Graham out of the position he's in? The defense is playing well. You know, and that's what I've been saying. Nothing really changes because you still got Patrick Graham, who's a DC doing his thing, and Antonio Pierce was a linebacker coach. So really the defense stays the same. You know, the defense will remain, but the offense, that's what I wanted to see what he did. And the moves he's made so far, I like, because it's like, hey, shake it up, bro. Nothing's working. Let's shake it up and let's see what's happening. So far, I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you said it perfectly. The reality is it's a linebacker coach. That's a very easy position to fill, in my opinion. You can find a linebacker coach way easier than finding a great defensive coordinator.
There you go.
And Patrick Graham is starting to shape up to be exactly that. And the fact that now that we actually have somebody running this properly, I think you're about to see something different from this defense that's going to take it to the next level. The fact that we have AP talking about Max is about to eat now, it tells me that they were being held back. 100%. They were not capable of doing everything they wanted to do. It's very obvious. The fact that they've made these brisk, quick decisions like they've been wanting to do this since week 2. It goes to show you that they're more in tune than Josh and the rest of these people that are no longer a part of Raider Nation could ever have been in a million years.
And you're not lying, right? You're not lying. And what I want to touch on as well, the Bo Hardegree, right? And everybody in the chat, definitely tell me your feelings. But, that was the surprising one. Because honestly, I thought they was going to keep Lombardi because Lombardi was pretty much the underneath, under McDaniels. He's pretty much the protege. But to see, they was like, nah. Put the quarterbacks coach in, one, because he's got the closest relationship with the kid, one, and you need somebody who he's comfortable with in his ear in there. And two, a lot of people have said after the hiring that although it was surprising, it's something like surprising for us. For people that are inside the NFL, it's not really a like, oh shit, he got a job. Like, to be honest, for the offensive coordinator, people inside of the NFL are like, okay, he deserved this contract. You know what I mean? And this is something that he's been working towards. So it's good to see that inside of the NFL, right? And people that are actually in the league don't look at these hirings like, what the fuck are they doing? You know what I mean? Like, they're not looking at that. Like I said, I think I texted in our chat. This is the first time in a long time I've heard the media talk this positively. And I'm not even our own. I'm talking about national media. This is the first time I've ever heard them talk this positively about this team in a minute. You know what I mean? Because you got a lot of people at ESPN. You got a lot of insiders. You got a lot of former players who are at ESPN now who know Antonio Pierce. And they always like, yeah, he's like that. He's a good leader. Hopefully it translates, but he's a good leader. Like, everybody has said the same thing. So it makes me hopeful.
Well, see, that's the other thing, though, that we have in our favor, including AP. See, everybody knows his character that's supposed to, right? See, your fair weather fans, the people that, aren't really in tune with the actual players of an NFL, they don't comprehend it. So this actually really does put the players on blast. They are on high notice because that not only did they get what they want, meaning that the Wicked Witch of the West is gone, they actually got their guy. I can assure you Max Crosby was the front leader of getting this guy promoted to this position. He adores AP. He knows AP is about to set him up for success. We've all heard it. I'm going to continue to keep repeating myself. Max is going to eat. That was the first thing. It's like, how could you have not been, game planning for Max to eat from day one? How can you not game plan for Adams to eat from day one? And this is part of this whole Patriot way and process. They don't want to do that, right? They don't want to bend their system. They don't want to, God forbid, we can't use our system and, we have to actually do something different and think. They're just going to try to shove that down your throat until it works. And clearly it was frustrating and by far just not fun for anybody on that team. And it all came to a head very fast. And it's obvious, in my opinion. I mean, there is no way you just rapid fire off decisions like that.
No.
This guy gone. And that's the other thing I wanted to say real quick. That offensive coordinator should have been the first. Josh McDaniels should have fired the offensive coordinator. You had a playoff offense. And you went.
Well, he was mainly part of the reason why the offense was constructed. It's his shit. That's the whole thing. It's his offense.
Yeah, we were 31st in offense.
So Josh had to go first. And then Mick too. I don't know what Mick did to be let go, but regardless, he was probably a lackey. So if you were lackey, we saw you're a lackey, bro. You can go because we not fucking with none of that weird ass energy. All right, now, I'll say this too. Just last thing about Antonio Pierce, and I want to get to some other things, but with him, if he can turn, like if somebody said right now, I think it was Anthony who said it. If he can win 6 out of these last 9 games, maybe 6 to 7. If he can do that, I think he deserves to stay. And then, what do you think?
There's absolutely no question. Deserves to stay. He's won the job if he can win 7 out of these.
6 to 7, bro.
You don't get a second chance like this. And Mark Davis learned this lesson the first time. And that's what I love about this right now. Because even if it doesn't go well, meaning he only wins 5, the way that we win those 5 and the way that we lose those 4 will be telling and easy for us to make the decision on if this guy is the right fit or not. But we already know he is. See, and that's my point. The problem is this is going to be on the players. The
It's
players
got to show on the field. It has to.
And it has nothing to do with him, because we all know he's going to be the motivator. We all know he's got that ability to touch each and every individual player and be able to resonate with that player. So we already know everything is in place. It is now specifically up to the players. I'm sorry. I'm calling it. There is no now the coach is, the wicked. No, there is nothing holding you back. He's already said it. I'm letting this team run this team. A player team is what wins. I've been part of it. I understand that. I'm getting out of the way, and I'm letting these boys cook. That is what AP is doing, and that's why I'm saying there's absolutely no excuses from these players, and now it's time to start calling them out one by one, in my opinion.
I 100% agree. And that is the greatest point you could have made right here, because now I'm not gonna lie, he pretty much won a majority of the fan base yesterday with that press conference. He pretty much got it. He was pretty much like, all right, cool. Yeah, I'm cool with moving forward with this. I'm straight. And we're gonna get to Champ Kelly in a minute, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm cool with moving with him too. But with him, he won us yesterday. So now, if the product at least matches what we saw yesterday, you gotta keep him. And then that's a beacon. You don't think other players saw that press conference and that video they posted yesterday? Other players in the NFL and was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like, I keep telling everybody, and we continue to say, when the Raiders are good and when the Raiders are like that, bro, we take over the NFL. That's just what it is.
We take over.
We take it over. So it's like, even yesterday, we're not even all that good, but they fired a coach. This dude comes in, they post that Marshawn Lynch video, and then you like, oh shit, we back. Like, this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Yo, he had me when he said, hey, I was born a Raider.
Yeah.
He had me there. That resenated with me more than anything. I actually already knew he was from Compton. Right?
I didn't know. See, I had no idea.
A few of my guys I played ball with at Montana State, as well as against in San Diego. They from Compton. I had known this. So anybody that come from Compton eat, sleep, and drink Raider Nation. That's just what it is, right? I mean, especially back at our age. So this brother there is no more clear-cut person, in my opinion, if you're talking somebody that really understands Raider Nation and what that lifestyle brings and what it is, because it's not like any other team in the NFL.
No, not at all. Not at all. And to me, I think that this can be the beginning. Okay, but like we're saying, the product got to match the field. So talking about the field, right? Today, the Raiders made some moves, and that segues into Champ Kelly. Okay, the Raiders made some moves today and signed Jalen Smith off of, I believe, whose practice squad? They signed him off somebody's practice squad. Jalen Smith, the former Dallas linebacker who used to play with Leighton Vander Esch over there. So, some speed, because we getting thin. It's a move I like. He also released David Long Jr. Another move I like, because David Long Jr. is burnt toast. I do not like David Long. I don't know why he kept playing over Tyler Hall. Ridiculous, fucking ridiculous. And that's the shit that used to piss me off about McDaniels, because it's like, bro, you got people on the bench who are better than the ones you have playing, but your pride, your ego, you will not let it go.
Again, and this is my point. This is what I'm trying to say. It was like they were being set up. Everybody felt like they were being set up. They knew this is not the product that we all can put out there. We want to do something different, but the man with the ruling and the iron fist wants to do it his way. And that's why we look like trash for the last 4 or 5 weeks. It's because we're doing it a way that doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. And with Champ Kelly, is that something you would want to move forward with as a GM? You think, because a lot of people, I mean, even like I continue to say, I want to see what NFL circles say about people. You know what I mean? Like, the fans can say something all day, but what do NFL people think? It's a whole different ballgame when you actually in the club. So they like him too. They say Champ Kelly, he's never been a full-time GM, but Like he has the credentials.
I bet you he would have picked Jalen Carter over Tyree Wilson.
Probably.
I bet you that. Hey, look, it's easy to say what somebody would and could do. Like you said, he's never really been a GM before. So I mean, it's all new. Nobody really knows what this man's going to be capable of long term. He doesn't know himself. I mean, he's even obviously admitted that and stated, "Hey, I'm gonna make mistakes, and I'm not gonna always have all the answers, but that's part of the game, man."
Yep.
You learn on the job when it comes to being a GM, specifically when you're the GM for the first time. So I think I love the other part of the fact that this duo, if you will, right, with him and AP, seems like it fits. I also love the fact that AP is defensive minded. I don't know, man. It's almost too good to be true. To be honest, it's almost too good to be true when you really start to think about it, because it's like you said, it's everything I wanted. I wanted a defensive minded person that nobody knew nothing about, and anybody young knows nothing about AP. He played years ago, right, and he's never been a high profile coach.
No.
But yeah, I think he's ready.
I think so too. And now, we get to talking now about I want to talk now about the injury report now and what we got to go against. Now let's really get into the Giants now, because now we're probably coming off the high of the hiring and the firing. And it's funny I say high. It's like usually you're like teams are down in the dumps, but with us, we're like, yeah, bro, new season. Like, that shit is crazy.
I feel like we won the Super Bowl, bro. I'm telling you.
Bro, 0-0. Like, it's new
I went
season.
to work decked out in all Raider gear.
I don't like this is something I've never seen before off a firing of a head coach. Like, it's like, oh my goodness. Everybody wants to celebrate. Everybody wants to feel like, it's a new day. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna get into the injury report, right? And then we're gonna really start previewing the Giants. I want to get your take because I want to get what you're looking for when you show up to the game, because I know you're gonna be in the house.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So we're going through the injury report. We're looking here. All right, Daniel Carlson looks to be getting better. Looks to be saying limited. So, waiting on him. Divine Diablo looks like he's not going to be playing. That
hurts.
Yeah. So Jalen Smith signed in mind. We might see him this week. We really got to think about it. Luke Masterson, he has a concussion. He's not going to play. Then again, Jakob Johnson, concussion. He's probably not going to play. Let me see. We're looking at Robert Spillane. He did not part yesterday, but he was limited today. Brandon Bolden limited, doesn't matter. But the big one
didn't
didn't
he break his hand or something? Didn't Spillane break his hand or something?
I believe.
Broke something.
I don't know. I don't know anything like that. I don't know about that. But if he did, what does it say right there? My boy Leo. I'm gonna wait for him to get inside the screen. But it's his hand. So it might be. It might have been a broken hand. You're right. Might have been. So
that's never good for a defensive player, particularly linebacker. I mean, you need your hands. You can't
get your hands off somebody,
That's the advantage, right? That's the
You can't get your hands off nobody. So that's gonna be the bad thing.
It's gonna be tough, right? Exactly.
Yeah,
he's not gonna be.
That's why I'm saying we're gonna see Jalen Smith a lot sooner. I mean, they signed him because we probably gonna see Amari Burney too. But like I keep saying, I'm not the biggest Amari Burney fan, so it's like, that doesn't excite me, especially going against Saquon Barkley. Like that don't excite me.
Right. Exactly. I don't like
goddamn. So Thayer Mumford's the other one that might, that's worrying me, because that's 2 straight days that he did not part. So we're looking at now Friday is his hopeful day for him to practice, which is today, tomorrow, whatever you're watching this. But tomorrow, if he does not practice tomorrow, then that's going to look scary. That means we got a Luminor in there, and we'll see. I mean, Luminor is not. Luminor is bad. Yeah, Luminor is not
terrible. He's not terrible, but he's not somebody you want in all game.
Yeah, true. But for them, we're looking at Darren Waller out. He's not going to be playing. Daniel Jones, of course, like that. Don't nobody say nothing to me about Darren Waller. I don't want to fucking hear it. All right, I don't want to fucking hear anything about, we should have kept Darren Waller. At this point, let me bring my man Leo in before my man, if you're not subscribed to my man's already, let me give him a proper introduction. It's my man Cheeto Linus,
Cheeto Linus in the building.
What is the deal?
What's up, man? I hear you talking about Darren Waller already.
No, don't tell me shit about Darren Waller, bro. I'd rather have Trey Tucker at this point. I don't care.
I told everybody it was a great move. I remember people were hot. I'm like, y'all don't get it, man. They just
it was time. You could tell it was time. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was about the only good decision.
That was about the only good thing they did. Yep, you're right. You ain't even lying. Yep.
And Anthony, Bo Hardegree is calling the plays. He says who's calling the offensive plays is going to be Bo Hardegree. He was the quarterback coach, and now here he is, offensive coordinator.
It's a good move.
He was O'Connell's quarterback coach, right? Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yeah. He said O'Connell said in his press conference today. I know y'all watched it, but he said that Bo Hardegree is the dude he spent the most time with. So it makes sense. This is what I'm saying. They're gonna get somebody who make them comfortable.
No, exactly.
It's cool.
100%.
Makes them comfortable. So we're looking at the Giants injury report right now. I mean, everybody that looks to be out, I'm hoping, I never hope for an injury, but if Dexter Lawrence is out, I'll be fucking happy about that because Dexter Lawrence going against Andre James is going to be a sight to behold.
That's going to be all bad.
I'll stay firm on my approach that the offensive line ain't that bad, but one-on-ones, him going against Dexter Lawrence, oh yeah.
You know what? It wasn't even so bad. I think what I saw on Monday was they didn't know who to block. Like you legit would see 2 or 3 guys on one guy, and they will let the other guy come in free. Like what? Look, bro. Like you know who you're supposed.
What are you doing?
Yeah, like, bro. What are you doing? Like that's
it made no sense. It made no sense, but we'll see what happens. I mean, the defensive line for them isn't too bad, but remember they're going to blitz. So we got to fairly assess. We got to fairly assess what's going to happen in here. They're going to try to confuse our guy. You know what I mean? That's exactly what they're going to do.
Correct.
Try to confuse him.
What's good for us though is they don't have much tape, right? See, and that's what you're seeing when it comes to Purdy. Like I've been telling people about Purdy and his time was coming, and I'm not saying his time was coming, meaning now he's just done and over with. What happens is now he has to adjust, right? They figured out where he's most comfortable, where he's best as far as his throws and so forth, and they've shut it down. And now he's got to learn how to adjust. And this is where you find out if you really got a quarterback or not. But you got to have on these guys. You just can't have 3, 4, 5 games and think now all of a sudden you really truly know the tendencies of a person. That's just not the way it works.
Not only that, but that defense ain't playing as hard as it used to, and he's had to come from behind. And seeing him come from behind is a whole nother quarterback. Like when you got the lead, when you got the lead and your defense is balling, like you're out there making throws and more relaxed. But when you got to make the play, that's a whole other ball.
And they're taking away what you do best, and you know it. And you're getting hit. That he got rattled for the first time I've seen him rattle. I'll just tell y'all that I saw him rattle. Like he knew I have nowhere to go that I'm comfortable. And now
talking about O'Connell?
No. I'm talking about Purdy.
Purdy.
This is where the work starts. He's realizing, this is the NFL. See, and that's really truly the difference, man. Because I hate to say it, but the reason why Tom Brady was so great, in my opinion, is because he's basically a coach, and this is why. This is why you're not seeing all of the flaws and the crap that we've been trying to implement, because Brady erases all of it.
Oh, yeah, he made up for all that stuff. He really never had big name receivers other than Moss. No. And you'd Walker and them were because of him. It's not like they would have succeeded anywhere else.
So I'm glad y'all brought that up, though, because I want to ask this question, pose this question, right? what do we think the offense is going to look like on Sunday? Now, I have the expectation of it's still going to be the bones of a McDaniels offense. You know what I mean? It's still going to be the foundation of it. But I think your boy, if he was smart, he would put a twist on things and then make it his own little thing. You know what I mean? Like maybe do some more pre-snap motion here. Maybe start lining up here, motion into another type of formation and keep it the bones of how McDaniels likes to run his concepts, because you can't really change all that during the season. So you're going to have to run what the offense is, but you can still make it look different. You can dress it up a different way, right? You know, I mean, plenty of people run this type of offense that we're running, but they run it a modern style of way. So what do y'all think?
I think that we can't be predictable. That's what I think. I think that we've been super predictable. We've been running an offense that is just ancient, and every defensive team in the NFL knows how to kill it. I think if you come with the element of surprise, right, and really actually mix it up, right, and like you said, come with things that we haven't done all season, but still keep everything kind of the same and stay unpredictable, we're going to give ourselves a chance. If we come out, you know, thinking we're going to try to establish the run, right, it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night. That's all. That's my thoughts.
I haven't looked up much on Bo, where he comes from with systems or anything like that. My only thing would be, like you're saying, you really can't implement a whole new offense in a week, right? Obviously, we can't do that. But I'm hoping, like you, he does mix it up now. Like, you're not just focused on the certain areas that, say, McDaniels wanted to attack, right? Establish the run first, and then we go from there. Like, I want to see him mix it up. Like all the stuff we've been calling for, like when we see it. Like when they do screens or they'll do passes to the tight end or over the middle, because we hardly throw over the middle, right? And then hopefully to extend the field so they don't play all up in the box. Like every game that I've attended, I've seen them all up in the box, you know, not giving any respect for our no respect for our passing game, you know, like make them respect our damn passing game and start opening it up. And one thing I also hope is more freedom for these receivers to let them be good at what they do, you know, K being one, Renfro being another, you know.
Let them do what they do.
Yeah,
that's exactly how I feel about
it. Which is what everybody's been like bottled up, and that's how I feel like you know. People just have been wanting to scream to the top of the mountains. My God, we should be doing way more than this. We have way more plans. We have game planning. We have way more plays. We have way more things that we can do. But for some reason, the coach just won't allow it. And I mean on offense and defense. There was no excuse to not blitz. I'm sorry. I don't think that.
Yeah. That's the other part.
Bears.
And I do want to say this. I want to say this. I want to say this to add on to y'all guys' point. I mean, of the offense, and I've been thinking about this, right? Because all of us have been already saying we want a mobile quarterback. We want a mobile quarterback, right? A way to really counteract the fact that you do not have a mobile quarterback is to use pre-snap motion and to disguise and to confuse the defense's eyes. Then it slows them up. You know what I mean? Because if everybody's moving side to side and they don't know what the hell they're doing, then at that point, it's like you can counteract the fact that he's not that mobile back there because they got a second guess on what's going on. You know what I mean? And then from there, he can dice you up. And then it allows the young quarterback, if you're using that type of shit, to see the coverage. You know what I mean? You can see if it's man. You can see if it's zone. You can see if it's a man, and then it makes it easier for him to read. These are things that I was pissed off that Chargers game that McDaniels was not doing. And that's why I said he was not fully prepared for that game, bro, because you're giving him a veteran-ass game plan. It doesn't make no sense. You know what I mean? So, like, now, I just want to see how they do things now. Like, let's see if it's simplified for him, or let's just see if it's a type of thing where it's like, these are his strengths. This is what he can do well right now. And we're going to let him do that right now. And then we'll slowly over time, we got 9 weeks. We're going to implement shit. But as for right now, we're going to get dubs by him taking care of the ball and playing clean. That's it.
Yeah, like Randy said, week by week, he'll put his fingerprint on the offense more and more, and he'll do that stuff. Yeah. But my main thing, like how you're saying, is the predictability. To not be so damn predictable, even with the motions. I think you said it, right? Rundown. You knew that when Jacoby came across the field, there was a damn run. Exactly. Whenever Jacob Johnson was in there, you knew it was a run.
It's a run. Like, or dumbass play action back there that they do all the time.
Right. Like, be less predictable. Yeah.
And that's exactly. I hope that's what we see. I mean, maybe that's why he made the change and fired Lombardi. Whoever fired Lombardi, I'm assuming that it might have been Pierce. I'm assuming that because it happened after Pierce got hired. So I'm assuming he was probably like, "Oh yeah, bro, you be kissing ass. You be on McDaniel shit. You be on that McDaniel shit, and I can't fuck with you. So I need a guy who got some fresh ideas. We're gonna have to have some fresh ideas." And there's no doubt in my mind he collaborated with the new offense coordinator collaborated with every star player on the offensive side. Devontae, Josh, even Hunter. And because, I did want to say this out loud. I was a firm believer that Hunter was getting traded, but that was with McDaniel still being the coach.
Correct.
I thought if McDaniels was still going to be the coach, then Hunter was going to leave. But this is a fresh start now. Fresh start.
Yeah.
Now he can stay and do his thing. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what that entails. But yes, I just hope this is a guy with new modern ideas and takes on the offense.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. Little by little.
I mean, I don't see how he doesn't have a choice but to.
Of course he is, BZ. He's always out.
Yeah,
he's already been. He's already been ruled out. Yeah.
I'm tired of this shit. Everybody talk, I miss Waller. I don't miss this tall-ass motherfucker on the sideline.
Exactly. That dude is out rapping on the mic.
He's a unicorn, bro. He's a unicorn in street clothes. I don't want to fucking see it anymore. God damn it.
He's in the studio, bro, getting ready to drop another.
Chris already got the new album lined up, ready to download. I bet you Chris already ready to download that.
Do you think it has something to do with Derek? Oh, I'm going to tell y'all, I don't know if you guys know this, but this is a story that I've heard today. Okay, so basically.
There's been a lot of stories. Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro, it's a lot of shit that's coming out. So basically, McDaniels and Ziegler thought 110% that Tom Brady was going to be the quarterback. Yeah. That is why they moved on from Derek. Right. They never would have moved on from Derek if they didn't think that Tom was going to be the quarterback. During the offseason, they tried to call Derek and be like, so you think you want to come back? But he was already talking to motherfuckers. So then at that point, he had a market and he would. Why would he come back at that point? You feel me? We already kind of disrespected him to a degree. Absolutely. So it's like, all right, whatever. So he ended up leaving and then they panicked and then grabbed Jimmy. So then they fucked up Jimmy. That's the whole shit.
Terrible decision. Yeah. Terrible decision.
I saw
that. I mean, if Brady would have came, I argue they might still be here. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, if Brady would have been here, we might be singing a different tune.
Exactly. We would be seeing a Brady offense. We wouldn't be seeing what we're seeing, and that's definitely not the same thing.
True, huh? Because that's the wool. That's the wool over the eyes.
Exactly. He erases all of the bad calls, bro. He erases all of the bad and negative calls. He will never run something that won't work. It's just right, and that's the thing.
Yeah, BZ is asking, do we think the Renfro-McDaniels beef has something to do with Derek? Like, in what way? In what way, though? That's all I'm trying to understand.
I think it was their own, because you know how they were all boys. You know, you think about Derek, Max, or Renfro, Waller, all those dudes. But I think the beef between Renfro and McDaniels was different in that McDaniels wanted him to do things a certain way, and that wasn't Renfro's style. That wasn't his strength. So because he wouldn't do it, he used them less and less until you get it right. Because we always said McDaniels was always going to do the way you want it, and you do it my way or you don't do it. Plain and simple. Which is why Jacoby Myers has flourished on this offense that we barely have, but he's been the one highlight because he understands it. He knows what to do, where to go, unlike everybody else that's still trying to figure this shit out. Exactly. I think their beef was more between each other than about Derek, because I mean, at the end of the day, even Max said like it hurt him when Derek left, but I think that's the NFL, right? Your boys are not always going to be there. They're going to move on. You don't really hold on to grudges for a dude that way. I think that was just their own personal beefs within each other.
Yeah.
Nope, that makes sense.
Tony, he will. Tony, we can't say that. This is year one. This is year one, and he changed coordinators and head coaches in half of year one. We can't say that, bro. And we've already seen flashes from day one. Like, oh yeah, bro, this guy can get it in. So that's all I'm saying. But what my man Randy is saying is also true. I don't care what you guys say. The decision, and I don't give a fuck what no national analysts say. Everybody, they let Derek Carr walk out that building. Shut the fuck up. Them ESPN people don't know what the fuck they talking about, bro.
That was RG3.
Goddamn thing. In the future, we gonna look back and be like, that's the best goddamn thing they could have did. Because either we gonna have a quarterback that's better, you feel what I'm saying, or we about to go with a rookie. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So we don't know what we gonna have. Either O'Connell's gonna be better, or we gonna draft a motherfucker who we hope is better. So either way, you know what I mean? Like I don't get the fact when people say, oh yeah, they should have never let him walk out of there. Like he wasn't taking no playoff wins with him. So what was we talking about? Right.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't like when he left or when he got benched, he just had a great game and then we benched him. Like, bro, he had that horrible game in Pittsburgh on Christmas. And I love the dude. I really did. But after that game, I was like, this dude is just not good. What are you doing?
That was the one. I think that Steelers game was the one that everybody was like, nah, he's got to go. He's got to go.
That Steeler game was it for me. Like, bro, we're in it. You're literally like ruining it for us right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Hey, so you watching Levis right now on Monday Night Football? Have you seen him? He's not bad, bro. He's not bad,
bro. He's not.
He's not bad.
I hear he's losing a lot of Hopkins.
He's been okay this game. A little shaky, but I mean, he's in Pittsburgh, so I mean, you expect a little bit.
Couple throws he's been missing. Like he overthrew the running back in the red zone earlier. Like, damn, bro, you can't miss that one. That was 6. But,
yeah.
But he's hanging in there, and he does some tough throws. One he got hit, and he still completed the ball. So
RG3 need to shut his corny ass up.
That was the one. Everybody keeps sending me that video. Everyone keeps sending me that video.
His corny ass up, bro. I don't want to fucking hear nothing from RG3.
I'm like, you need to stop, bro. Like, if anything we should learn from the Bisaccia was Mark needs to reevaluate if
his hiring
process.
There you go.
That's good. Then maybe I should give these guys an opportunity if they show me they can.
Now, this is the ones that you do it with. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Like, this is the interim head coach that you learn from that one. Okay, cool.
Right.
All right.
You don't make that
I'll hire this one. This is the one. Because Bisaccia would not, bro, we would have been pissed off because who the fuck was going to be the GM?
Right, that's the other part, right? Yeah.
What, Mayock, bro? And you mean to tell me so everybody that wanted Bisaccia, bro, what, we was gonna let him make football decisions? Is that what we was gonna do? You feel what I'm saying? Like at least with Antonio Pierce, he's been a former player, so the motherfucker can spot something. You feel what I'm saying? He can see something.
There's a reason he wants to go get Jalen Smith right away, right? There's a reason. The minute I saw that this morning, I was like, there you go.
Like fucking clockwork. And release David Long Jr. like fucking clockwork because everybody's been saying he is ass. Boom. Released. Finally. Like this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, have you noticed no one's been complaining about the decisions being made? There is no 50-50. Everyone is agreeing.
If you complaining about any decision, the corner decision to bring in Jalen Smith, if your ass is complaining about the Jimmy decision, you're not watching the games, bro. You're not watching the games at all.
Exactly. And that is my point. Like, I don't see how you can't be refreshed with what you see going on because for the first time, we're actually seeing sound, correct decisions.
Right.
There you go.
And needs that we need right now. Like, we don't know what's going to happen with Diablo if he's going to come back. You guys were talking about Spillane with the hand, right? He's got to
Yes,
have a
believe
cast.
him.
How durable is he?
Masterson with the
He's
concussion.
gonna do terrible. I'm telling you, as a defensive player, you need your hands. Look what happened to Murray when he had the cast on the thumb. He turned into garbage.
Yeah, he was effective, but not as right now. He can get his hands on shit now.
It's a linebacker. I just want him to go in there and use it again.
Yeah. Hey, so I do want to ask this. We're coming up on the 45-minute mark, man. So I do want to ask this. Turf gonna be in the building, man. Turf gonna be in the building. You're gonna be front and center for the new energy of what it is. So what are the things you looking for when you walk in there on Sunday?
I want to see chaos. I want to see pure chaos and bodies flying around. I want to see people absolutely going 100% full blast mistakes. When I see a mistake, I want to see a mistake 100%. And that's it. I'm expecting everybody to go balls to the walls every play, every down. If you need a breather, take yourself out. But now they all know they don't have any more excuses. It's on each other now. We have a coach that is allowing us to run this. We are the ones deciding on these plays being called. We're the ones deciding on who is going to have the ability to eat this play, who we're setting up, right? All of these decisions are now going to be made by the team. In the past, it has not been that way. It's been the iron fist coach that, right? It has to be done in a certain specific way. Now you actually have the input of the people out there. They are actually absolutely, in my opinion, going to get better overnight, specifically on defense, because now what you actually say can be acted upon. In the past, it didn't matter what you were seeing or saying. You're still going to run this system. I don't see that being the thing moving forward.
Yeah. So, for guys like me and you, Leo, and people at home, we watch it on the screen. But the energy we want to feel through the screen, right? So what are you expecting on Sunday? What are you expecting to see from O'Connell, the team in general?
After hearing Antonio Pierce, I was this close to going. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should go, but I'm like, no. But I think for us, it's the energy. Like us as the nation, the fans, we're already hyped for Sunday. We're hyped. We want Sunday to be here already to see this game, to see them out there. I guess finally the chains have been cut loose, right?
Yes.
Now we get to see that energy. We get to see that drive that you saw from the coach and you see from Max, and hopefully we get to see that what we've been missing on the field from the offensive side of the ball, and to continue on the defense the whole damn game. Like they did on Monday night against Detroit. Like that's what I want to see. If I can see them play the way they did against Detroit, the defense, but the whole team, I'm gonna be happy, bro. I'm gonna go out. I kept telling people, like, I swear, I feel like we're gonna blow out the Giants. But then again, that's me as a Raider fan, thinking, But that's just what I want to see is that energy back. That's what that Raider swag that has been gone since these dudes got here.
Yeah, and I agree. I want to touch on some of the questions from the chat. Beezy, what do you expect from Aiden on Sunday? I'll start. I expect, honestly, sub 220 to 250 passing yards, 1 tub, 0 picks, and that's what I want. That's all I need. You feel what I'm saying? And I say that stat line because I think Jacobs gets busy, and I think Jacobs has a good day. Because just from what Pierce says, I can tell. You know what I mean? They went up to Jacobs and was like, we're gonna feed you. We're gonna give you that ball. Mm-hmm. So I think Jacobs has a good day, but I think Aiden is clean. You know what I mean? I think he has that thing moving.
For sure.
I think everybody eats. I think you're gonna see everybody be included. Everybody have a game plan for their situation. And the defense is going to dictate it, and there's not going to be this system where you are being forced as a quarterback to do something specific, and you're going to be capable of reading what the defense is giving you. Right. And if you can do that with this quarterback, like you said, Jacobs will take off some of that pressure. He'll be able to dink and dunk, and he's going to absolutely strike deep on a few occasions. I agree exactly with what you said, Rundown. I think you're talking a couple of 100 yards, couple of touchdowns, no mistakes. Allow his teammates to do the work for him.
Let them make the plays. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I think that's going to be the theme. I think that he understands. I've already had a taste of this. Let me listen to these people telling me that, to use the weapons that I have and not try to make a big play. So that's what I expect to see from Aiden O'Connell.
There you go. What about you, Leo? What you expect to see from Leo? I mean, Leo, I said, what you expect to see from Leo? I mean, what do you expect to see from O'Connell?
He might.
Oh, you boy. Oh, he froze right there. But yeah, that's what I expect to see, man. And we'll see what happens from there. I want to get to another question real quick by Randy. Hopefully my man gets his camera back. Right. But another question I want to touch on with Randy. What would be the bigger test this week, or this week, or next week against the Jets? The Giants are kind of a shit show. I personally think it's this week. And not only, and if you were just talking about on the field, I'd say it's the Jets. If we were just talking about field. But honestly, like, we talking about a new coach, new attitude, new enthusiasm. Like, what are we saying? I think that is the biggest test right now, to see what it looked like. You know what I mean? Just to see what the new energy is.
Well, I think you're going to see actually tales of two stories in each, right? Because what I like about this game, it's given us the ability to kind of see what we can get started offensively, right? And we're playing against a weak defense, so that should go smooth, right? And then, to be honest, I don't know, man. This offense for the Giants might be a little bit more dangerous than the offense for the Jets. I mean, look, Saquon Barkley, if he gets rolling, and we don't do well on the run, so that could become a problem. So offensively, yes, I think we'll start to see ourselves get rolling, but defensively, we might struggle against the Giants. And it may be the exact opposite when we follow up the next week with the Jets, to where our offense, sure, we've gotten some time to gel and so forth, but that Jets defense is the top 3, top 5 defense in the NFL. So we absolutely are going to struggle there, but our defense should be able to actually help us immensely, because we'll be playing Zach Wilson. He might be the second worst quarterback in the league. So
not lying. What you think, Leo? I think it's more of a test this week. What you think?
I think it's more of a test. I think this week is, like how I was saying, it's a little bit easier for us. A little bit easier for us because it's the Giants. Their defense is not so big, but you do have to worry about the run, right?
Yeah.
But I think overall, the whole game, I would be more worried, one, about the Jets, because they have that defense. That defense is no joke. Their strength is our weakness, that D-line. Their strength, their secondary is good, and our weakness would be our O-line on that offense. So that's where I would worry. And don't forget, like, even though the Giants have Saquon, like, the Jets have Breece Hall. This dude can go off. He's got wheels. Like, I've seen games where this boy.
The Giants O-line is worse than the Jets O-line.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah,
so
but
I'm scared of Saquon. I think if our D-line comes to fucking play, which we've seen, when they do come to play, they're hard to deal with, bro. So I think if they come to play, it's gonna be tough. But Daniel Jones is back. You have to watch for that now.
Is he back?
Yeah, Daniel Jones is back. He gonna be back. So, I mean, he don't scare me. But I mean, we're gonna see. If O'Connell has this, Randy, if O'Connell has these stats, I ain't gonna say shit. I'm gonna be happy as hell.
Yeah, very happy.
Oh, hell yeah. I would be happy with that. Oh,
you see? Look at that. 225, 2 tugs. Oh, yeah.
That's a great.
We can see more physicality on both sides of the ball in the trenches. I agree. Let it keep going.
I told you, I want to see chaos.
I'm just glad. Well, I'm glad both of these games are going to be at home, though. Because if we got to start off with the new regime on the road, that would be a little tough.
Be tough.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We're not in a position to look over any team at this point.
No.
game by game. It's game by game.
Yep.
I mean,
Giants secondary is not good, but the thing is, they're gonna blitz the hell out of us, man. They're gonna blitz the hell out of us.
Gonna semblances.
It's gonna Wink Martindale and everybody gonna blitz the shit out of us, bro. That's just what's gonna happen. So we're gonna be in for it. This is gonna be a good test for O'Connell. Real good test. Steelers scored. Steelers up now, 19-16. I'm not gonna lie. We kind of like if we have any hope for anything, and if anybody has any hope, Steelers gonna have to lose this game. But yeah,
that's
like
true. Yeah, as far as
like, actually gotta lose this game. So we're hoping they lose every goddamn game up to this point. If we actually have any hope for anything, which I don't have any expectation for anything, I'm just saying.
Right.
But if Aiden balls out for the rest of the year and leads us to a decent degree, yeah, hell yeah.
You do.
And then you go into the draft not having to worry about getting a fucking quarterback. Now you can get because if he does ball, because I'm not gonna lie, like if he does ball out and he wins like 7 to 6 more games, we're not gonna have a top 5 pick. Like you feel like we're gonna have like what? Yeah. Maybe a top 10, maybe or top 15 pick, something like that.
Like in the teams, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from that point, you get yourself some more defense, maybe an offensive lineman if he's that real, and then we get it cracking. Something like that. But it's got to be the trenches, though. Either way.
It's got to be.
Absolutely.
Hey, but doesn't it make you guys mad, though, like how you just said what you said, if we win 6, 7 more games, it puts us in the teens for the draft? There's fans that are actually mad if we were to do that. How does that make sense? Yeah, because then it puts us out of being able to draft one of these top quarterbacks. Like, bro, like
anybody that thinks like that, I don't want you a part of Raider Nation.
Right? Because the roster as a whole is here
trying to lose games, man. That is not.
This ain't no Super Bowl defense yet. Hell no. This ain't no Super Bowl defense.
Why would you do any of the sort for? And that is not the way you play the game of football.
That's dumb.
It doesn't make any sense.
This team ain't Super Bowl ready, but at least you win 6 to 7 games with this kid, especially in the half of the season. Then you like, well, we just fucked off the first 8 because now I want to see what he can do for a full. I want to see what he can do for a full 17 weeks, especially if you talk about the second half of the season. The man ends up doing that. So then at that point, you have to. That it's only fair that everybody comes back. Champ Kelly comes back. Pierce comes back. Aiden O'Connell, and then around him, you just strengthen everything else. You feel which don't need much. To be honest, we don't need much. You know what I mean? As long as he's good, strengthen that defense, strengthen the offensive line, do what you got to do.
Right. That's what we've been saying. I know there's people already making a list of their coaches. I'm like, bro, the dude hasn't even coached 1 game yet, and you guys are already tired of this guy.
Relax. Yeah, that's what marketing them to be doing. You know what I mean? That's what marketing them to be doing because they gotta. As a smart businessman, you gotta know this might fail. So I gotta go ahead and give me a backup plan. But for us, just sit and enjoy the show, bro.
Right.
Let it play out. We gonna see it live and in person, bro. If we're not good, then we know what the fuck we gonna do.
Right.
Pretty simple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with that. At least one of those wins against Kansas City.
Oh my God, he beat Kansas City, bro. He's the one. He's the fucking one, bro. Especially because I don't know. I think it's gonna be tough, right? This is how I can see it play out, and this is just me being optimistic. It's gonna be tough this first time around. The first time when we play them in a couple of weeks, because that's your first time head coaching, you going against Andy Reid. But if this motherfucker goes into KC. And with Aiden and we beat them, it's over, bro. Let's go. Let's do it. Run it back. You feel what I'm saying? Run it back. And don't forget, smart thing, he was under Spagnuolo for a minute. He was under Spagnuolo for a cool minute, so he knows Spagnuolo. You feel on the defensive side of the ball.
That's right. Yeah.
So from that point, from that perspective, you can be like, all right, I can tell my quarterback, look, I know his tendencies a little bit. I'm a defensive guy. You kind of how Belichick was with Brady. Belichick was like, I'm a defensive guy, but this is what I would do against your ass, honestly. You know what I mean? And then from there, you got one of the greatest defensive minds in football telling you this is what I would do against you. Then I pretty much know everything I need to look for. So I think it can work out.
True.
It can work out. I want to ask you. I want to go to you real quick, Turk, because I know you might have to get out of here in a second. But tell the people you gonna be live. You gonna be in the building, man. Where are you gonna be? Where can they find you? Right? What are you gonna be getting into when you get out there?
Man, I'm definitely hitting J-Lot tailgate. I actually got some buddies coming from the CT side of things, Connecticut.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely they Giant fans, but hey, if you rolling with me, you already know you're gonna be in nothing but Raider Nation land. So yeah, we got that going on. There's a few parties. I believe that's that they're putting on too. So I'm gonna hit that up. As always, I haven't bought my ticket yet. Tickets are actually fairly inexpensive. Right now,
How much are they going for right now?
they're inexpensive, man. I actually can almost get a VVIP, which is meaning the wristband section 130 for $700.
Oh wow!
Exactly, that doesn't
Oh
ever happen.
wow, that's not bad.
You're paying a minimum of $1,000 for that, and that's not even gonna happen. So, yeah, I'm seeing tickets for $100, $110.
Okay,
outside a club.
That never happens in Vegas.
So, yeah, I'm actually heading out right now, guys. That's why I have to get off the live. I'm going to catch this flight. Your boy's working the Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm volunteering for the Super Bowl, so I got some training for that. And of course,
nice.
Yeah, I'm going to always keep Raider Nation, updated on all those things, every and anything related that pertains to Vegas. So, so yeah, the Ultimate Raider Fan 32, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, just please like, subscribe. Appreciate all the fans. I can't help but to thank Rundown, Cheeto Linus, and the rest of the network and the crew. You guys are unbelievable. This has been such a great journey. And yeah, I just can't wait to keep producing and keep creating great content forever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Keep it up, brother. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, safe travels up there, man. Safe travels, OG.
Yeah, have a safe trip. Real.
All right.
Yep.
Peace.
Man, so just wrapping it up here, man. So we talking about everything we want to see. Is there anything that scares you about Sunday? Is there anything that in the back of your mind makes you nervous? Anything that makes anybody nervous? We got to look at both sides of the coin.
For me, it's the offense. That's my biggest concern. How they're going to come out. Do they come out looking the same? And then if they come out looking the same, we're like, well, damn. Like, have they been that instilled in what they're supposed to do? Or do we really need to change so much quickly in order to make this offense get going a lot better? That's the only thing in the back of my mind, how they come out. Like, I think when kickoff comes, that's the first thing I want to see is how is this offense going to move the ball. If I see them moving it, I'm going to be like, okay, we got this. Because to me, the defense is not my worry at this point. It's going to be that offense. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I agree. And salute Sun Guidance. What's the deal, man? I saw your comment earlier. But yeah, me too. That's my number one. How's this offense gonna look? What is gonna be, the strength of this offense? What are we gonna see from them? So I'm real excited to see what we do on offense. At least I just want to see if it looks different. You know what I mean? Right. I want to see if anything looks different. So before we get off of here, I know I want to get your thoughts as well. So what do you think? You think you would want Pierce to win the job, or are you still thinking about another coach?
You know me from the get-go. I was the Harbaugh guy, right? But after seeing this dude, kind of like the way everything, and even Mark Davis, the whole PR thing with getting us back into everything. We're going back to the Raider way. The Raider Instagram releasing those Marshawn videos, kind of get us back to like, fuck all that shit. We're going forward how we used to do things. Like, I'm all for Pierce earning and keeping this job. Like, that's what I'm going to focus on, bro. Him and Champ. Even, remember we were talking about what's the GM going to do? Like, there's nothing for him to do. Oh, shit. Yeah. We were wrong, right? Yeah, we woke up this morning and he
like, oh, shit, okay.
Yeah, he released Long and brought back the Jalen. So I was like, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So I'll give these dudes the opportunity that they deserve to earn and keep this job, because obviously the players are behind them, and then we're going to see that on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. I fully agree, man. So
yeah,
I mean, we about to get ready to wrap up on out of here. Like I said, like you said, honestly, let's hope that he earns the job. You know what I mean? This time, Mark Davis must really take a big look and say, okay, if he gets this team to play harder and they're more competitive and we're winning games now, it's like, okay, you got to take a look, bro. You got to take a closer look. And this time, like you said, you don't get many second chances at anything in life. So if he comes out here and does that, and that's a clear-cut sign, like, hey, like we've been saying, do shit the real Raider way. And that's not to give a fuck about anybody else besides us.
Exactly.
That's the real Raider shit. We don't care about no Patriot shit. We don't care about none of that. We don't care about who you knew, who you liked, or whatever the fuck case. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go with who we want and who we like in the story, period. And if it works, it works. If it don't, then we keep it pushing. And that's it. But I think Sunday, man, I'm just excited to see the energy. I want to see what they play like. That's all I want to see.
Me too.
So,
Stay here, bro.
Wait a minute. Before, we get bogged down here, I want to bring in one of my other guys. What is the deal, man? What's going on with you?
What's going on, Rundown? Leah, again, everyone.
What's up, brother?
How you doing, man? We talking some Antonio Pierce,
just
man.
on the ride on the drive, running some errands, but thought I'd just I thought I would just pull up quickly just to say hello.
Hey, man, I fully appreciate that, for real. We talking some Antonio Pierce, man. Real quick, your thoughts, your rundown on what you felt the press conference went and how you took his words yesterday.
Oh, I like him already. I like him a lot. I like his energy. I like his passion. I like that he's it feels like he's a genuine Raider. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just saying the song and dance just to kind of go with the flow and bullshit everyone. Like, it seems sincere and came from the heart. And I tell you what, the other thing that's pretty damning on the former regime is, I'm sure you probably already talked about it already. But the videos from the locker room of all the players kind of just having a laugh, smiling.
Playing basketball.
Playing ball, just having a joke. Like, everyone seems happy. I mean, when can you ever think of the time when a head coach has just been fired and you see a locker room looking like that?
Like it's partying, right?
Literally having a party in the locker room.
He's not lying.
There wasn't locker room issues without telling me verbally that there wasn't locker room issues. Those things pretty much tells you the full story. You know what I mean? Like, you don't see players laughing, carrying on and joking like that the week. Like, how long's it been? It's only been like 2 or 3 days after
couple hours, 2 days.
2 days.
Remember
bro,
when Versace got fired? Everyone, well, not fired, but when they released Versace, all these players came out. They gave out heartfelt, genuine, messages about how they loved him and they wished him well. There was a genuine sadness to it. It's the complete 180 opposite with this regime, and I don't know. For me, those scenes pretty much says everything you need to know. But hey, you know what? It's a brand new day in Raideville, right? So let's roll with Antonio Pierce. Couldn't be happier. I'm very excited, and let's see what he can do, right?
Yeah,
facts,
we're just hoping that the product matched the field, man. We're just hoping that the product that we saw yesterday in the press conference match what we see on the field. And if that's the case, then I mean, I think I speak for most of us on the panel and most of everybody in the chat. We would be nothing but happier to keep this man as the head coach and Champ Kelly.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Yep.
He's got nothing to lose. He has absolutely nothing. Like, even if we still lose out from here, it's a case of, well, look, like, we haven't really lost anything, right? It's just been more of the same, you know what I mean? But if we do somehow start winning some games and do better than what we were trajectorying, then shit, it's gonna bring a conversation. But I'm excited to see what happens from here. And it seems like the players have a new reinvigorated enthusiasm to try and do better. You know what I mean? Then before it was just like you can see that the players, when they're going and doing their press conferences, they were just fed up. And I just don't see that at the moment. There's just a new energy, and hopefully it turns into production and results. But anyways, on that note, like I told you, I had to be quick because I'm in the middle of running some errands. Thank you for having me. Leo, good to see you.
Where they can find you, my brother.
It's a pleasure. I'll listen to you on the drive home. So yeah, you guys take care and carry on with your day. And like I said, it's a brand new day in Redderville. Let's see what happens.
Hey man, and much appreciated for you popping up, man. And definitely let's get this dub on Sunday, man. You know we're gonna talk dirt.
For real.
All right, my guy. So like I said, man, we about to get ready to get on out of here. Cheeto, Linus, man, go ahead, tell them where they can find you, my brother. And your screen is kind of.
Oh, you could definitely find me on YouTube and Instagram, Cheeto Linus, both names. You will find me on there. Actually, gonna go live tomorrow for my show tomorrow around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'll send that link out to everybody and put it up on Instagram.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so like you guys heard, my man is going live tomorrow on the show. I'm gonna try to pull up, definitely, get in there, pull my support. If I'm not inside of the show, I'm gonna be in the comments. So everybody make sure, you're gonna be in there, slide on through to my man's show tomorrow, and we're gonna talk some more Raider football. I ain't did no videos this week because I had to go live. It's been all crazy. Tomorrow, I usually take a break on Fridays, you know what I mean? I don't post
Yeah.
If anything, I'm going to go channel right there. But I might post something tomorrow. But I'm going to post my keys to victory the day before the game, Saturday night. So everybody make sure you guys tune into that. Make sure you subscribe to the channels. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And anything you want to say before we end it off out here?
No, bro. I'm just excited and I'm ready to get back to some Raider football, brother.
Man, let's get it cracking, man. So make sure you guys are tapping all them buttons. And y'all know we keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Raider Rundown.
I need a bad bitch with an accent, serving in peace, still taxing. Just got tapped for the young cash app, moonwalking like a young Mike Jackson. Yeah, shots to the head, ride clean and still fuck feds. Realest nigga and it's on my kids, so who the fuck gon' wanna test me, bitch?